Hello, my name is FuzzyCub and welcome to my tutorial for my brown mushroom and stem farm. So first of all, this is semi-automatic and, to be honest, not completely lossless, but it is a little bit faster than going into the forest and chopping them down by yourself. To use this farm, you place brown mushrooms in your offhand, and in your main hand you have a Silk Touch Efficiency 5 axe. Switching this lever starts the bone meal dispensing onto the Podzol block. Look at the Podzol block, right click. After the brown mushroom grows, the mushroom stem will be shifted to the right by a piston. Then you pop up the water stream, look straight ahead, hold down the left click button, and move to the left. When you reach this pressure plate, the pressure plate will trigger the pistons to push, and then you move back to the right. Once you have cleared away all of the brown mushroom blocks, you pop down, land on the powdered snow block, ready to start again. Material lists are in the description, so let's get right into the tutorial. The dimension of the main area is 13 by 11 and 7 high, and the mushroom stem collection area is 8 by 10 by 4 high. On the side that is 13 long, come to this corner and go 6 in and 6 back, placing a Podzol here. Place some building blocks like so, and behind the Podzol block, place 4 pistons high. Next to the Podzol, we place a wall of any kind, doesn't matter what type, and looking into that wall, we place 1 observer. This is what's going to detect the stem growing. Place 2 more building blocks and redstone on these 3 blocks here. Directly behind the piston, place 1 target block. On top of the target block, place 1 observer with the face facing outwards towards the redstone block. On top of the observer, place 1 redstone dust. On top of this observer, place 2 observers facing down, and on top of that observer, place 1 redstone dust. This is your stem detection system all done. Next to the Podzol, place 2 building blocks, and on top of this building block here, we place 1 dispenser facing in towards the Podzol. On this block here, we can remove it and place 1 sticky piston with a lever turned on. On top of the extended piston, we place 1 observer facing inwards and another observer facing inwards. This is the observer clock for the bone meal dispensing, and we can turn that off for now. Into the back of the dispenser, we place 1 hopper with a double chest on top. And this chest here should be filled up with bone meal. Diagonally from the hopper on the ground, we should place 4 hive chests, turning them into double chests. And into those double chests, we put 4 hoppers like so. On top of the stack of hoppers, we place 1 hopper facing downwards. And behind that, we add 6 more hoppers going into that hopper. Next, coming off the top piston, we place 4 temporary blocks here, and we extend the hopper chain like so. After we have this hopper platform in, we remove these 4 blocks. It's important to note that these 4 blocks here remain unobstructed, as that is where the stems will be pushed out into the stem collection area, and this one cannot receive a hopper because it has a redstone dust on top. Next, come to this back corner here, remove this block and place a soul sand facing away from the Podzol. Surround that soul sand in a 4 high wall of stone. In front of the soul sand, place 2 fence gates. On top of the fence gates, place 2 more stone, like so. Build this chamber 4 high with water source blocks. This can be done using kelp in survival. 1 block in front of the fence, remove this block here, place 1 powdered snow and a carpet on top of that powdered snow. Surround this area in an L shape of smooth stone or a building block of your choice, up to the same height as the water. At this stage, it's also important to make sure you have the area lit up with some light sources in the ground. Next, fill in this corner here and make a 2 wide platform running to the end of the lower platform. Again, making sure you have light sources to avoid any mob spawning. And we also extend this 2 wide platform all the way around the corner to the end of this platform here. At the end of this platform, place one temporary block here and make a 3x2, removing the temporary block. Then we place one temporary block here and we extend all the way out to the end of the hopper chain, removing the temporary block. Next, on that one wide line, we place one row of sticky pistons, and in front of those, we place one row of normal pistons. And on top of both of those, we put a line of observers, like so. Then we place on a roof over the top of the hopper chain, all the way across, enclosing the entire area. Next, come back up your water elevator and go to the end of the hopper line, placing a wooden pressure plate. Now it's important this is wooden and not stone. Then coming from that pressure plate, we go all the way to the edge and lead a redstone line all the way up here. And on the 8th block, we put a repeater with a 2-tick delay. And then we extend our redstone dust line all the way to the end of the observer line. If any of these pistons have moved, just break them and replace them. And this here is your double piston extender, all done. Next, grab your building blocks and build a 2-high wall around this side of the farm, leaving the gap for the redstone, and continue your 2-high wall all the way around to the bubble column. Taking care not to block this area here, we also need to block in this. You may find that sometimes the brown mushroom blocks glitch through the ceiling here, so optionally, you can break this block, placing a hopper facing into the hopper line, 2 hoppers on top, then a hopper chain leading towards that one, enclosing this area like so. Placing any type of glass pane above the hopper line and filling here with water. This will wash any blocks that manage to glitch through, put them down into the hopper line, into the collection of hoppers here, down into the storage area for the brown mushroom blocks. And that is the main part of the farm done. And onto the stem collection area. So for the stem collection area, place one temporary block here. And we go 10 in this direction. And 8 at this direction, making it a solid platform. Next, we come in one block here and we place a line of furnaces or any other immovable block. So that's anything that has an inventory. I believe also obsidian and crying obsidian also work. And we do that 4 high. Next, find the spot where your pistons will push the stem out and come all the way to the edge of the platform and place a wall. Facing into that wall, place an observer, and behind that observer, place one redstone dust. Next to the observer, we need a wall of pistons, and this should be 4 high. Next, coming behind the pistons, look at this redstone dust and shift click on an observer, which is facing up. On top of the observer, place a redstone dust, and then once again, shift click a observer on top. And again, placing a redstone dust. Next to the observers, place a line of building blocks of your choice on both, and extend the redstone line to the end of the blocks. And that is essentially your mushroom stem collection area. You are now ready to turn the farm on and start using it to farm brown mushroom blocks and mushroom stems. One thing to note about this farm, like I said earlier, it is not lossless. You do get some mushroom blocks falling into this hole on top of this observer and sometimes around here. But all in all, it's much more efficient to do it this way than to go into a forest and cut them down naturally. Eventually, after a few minutes, you will end up with a giant cube of mushroom stems. And once it reaches its push limit, being this here, the immovable area, you can come in with your Silk Touch axe and harvest all of the mushroom stems. And that is the brown mushroom and a mushroom stem farm all done. If you did like this tutorial, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe, give me a like and leave a nice comment below. I'm looking forward to seeing you in another tutorial very soon. Bye bye!